Yo, yo, Third Eye Sound. We got a dope vocal tutorial today. Get those Bryson Tiller, Justin Bieber vibes going. So what I do first is I like to DS and do reductive EQ first. So right here you can see I do a little bit of reductive EQ. I first push up the frequency to see if it's the harsh frequency I want to get rid of, and then I reduce it. And then right here is a little bit of DSing. And this is just the lead vocal soloed right now. A little bit of compression. I don't like doing too much compression. This is showing what the input signal is going into the plugin. You don't want to overclip plugins, so always check the signal that's going into the plugin. You know, a little bit of air on 20K, so I just am boosting a little bit of the air frequencies, a little bit of low frequencies. I love actually to boost a little bit of 100 a lot of times on vocals, depending upon how it sounds in the song. And then the last thing I do after I boost some EQs, I do a little bit more de-essing, just to get rid of anything I added that I don't like. And right here, these are just the backgrounds. So I have them pretty in the background. I definitely plan on boosting them up a little bit more. As you can see, as I'm doing it, I raise the level a little bit more right here. But basically, one is panned completely left, one is panned completely right, and it's going to an aux, and on that aux is a doubler to spread the vocals more. And these backgrounds are going to 2 reverbs. And after the reverbs, I take a lot of the low out of the reverbs, and sometimes I DS before the reverb, just to get rid of anything you don't want going to the reverb. So these are really in the background and spread out, just to give a more full round feeling of a vocal on the chorus, you know? They do this in a lot of bigger, you know, pop records, where they just stack a lot of vocals and they pan them accordingly in different ways, and then they put them, go into an aux with a stereo spreader just to really just pan them out. But you don't want to do too much, because if you do too much, I check my mixes and my background specifically on mono sources to make sure you didn't spread it too much, because sometimes if you spread it too much, they disappear when you listen on a mono source. So want to make sure you're not making them disappear. And I definitely want to talk a little bit about these background vocals right here. So what I do is I sent the background vocals to a few different reverbs. I think they're going, a little bit of the signal is going to 3 different reverbs. I put a telephone effect on it. As well, right here, I actually used elastic audio, so I turned on elastic audio and right-clicked and went to elastic properties. And once I did that, as you can see right here, you right-click it, you go to elastic properties, and then you can pitch it down or pitch it up accordingly, however you want to do it with sense. So I basically have one regular vocal, and then under it, I double it and pitch it up or pitch it down accordingly, whatever sounds better. And then what I did, which is really cool trick for backgrounds to make them sound crazy ambient and just dope, is send them to a delay, but before it hits the delay, put a doubler. So what that doubler does is spread the vocal, then it'll go to the delay, and it'll be just like an ambient spread out in the background, like you like you can hear it right there. It sounds really dope. And this is an octave down, doubled. And then right there, I pitched up one of the background vocals, so it's you know, it's an octave up. Obviously, I'm not doing a good representation of it, but yeah. So these are a few really cool tricks, you know, telephone effect filters, and then doubling them and pitching down or pitching up and putting it in the background. Like right here, you can see one of them is octave down, which sounds really cool. And telephone effect is always a good go-to. I sent it to a plate, a echo verb, and a hall. just a little bit of signal to each reverb just to give them a real ambience. I do EQ after my reverbs to take out muddiness and other lowness. So keep that in mind. You might want to do that. Anyways, check out my tutorials. I upload them pretty much every week on my Instagram at Third Eye Sound. Follow me. My other page is at mixedbygabriel. Third Eye Sound is 3RDEYESOUND.